Yo abusuafo ene nsoso ye datwe dia mpo Nyankopon ase se nadom ne do ne homobro ene ni nshira no ehira ye nti mema wache aha anase ajo esan ma wakwaba ba odonko modwumadie yi mu ewo Obra TV so nyame adom ena ede yakọ na asan de ya basumdwe mu ene nti enne yen episode a etoso aduonu 20th episode nie nyame adom ene ni nshira ena ekura ye musa na me kai wadwene se odonkomo eye bia ye hia na ye kasafa abusua mu emusi kasem ne sene niema besi akọ sene wodo beso ewo fie ayonkofa ede yenkowura awade mu na Kwasi ada bia eduba ako ena ye hia Eastern Standard Time anonti obetumi ahia ye ho na ye di odo enkomo ahye onyame animonyam na ye fie nsoso aya homeka abusuafo a eka me ho enne osofo Dr. Appiah Kubi Kwarteng osofo ye mo akwaba now dey to chat mo osofo akwaba osofo onyame enhyira osofo na abusuafo no hote sei
Erade adom pacho obi ahu ye dawasi
ye de nyame ase afei ye wo ya brantie Dennis Kuffour.
Hello, Elder.
Odonko mo ka chire no na abusua yi ka chire no so se nse de ne mpani nsem no aba no ntu say one mpanimfo na TNT Dennis maame ne nkwara no hote say
Nyame adom Elder obi ahu ye na mpacho mo so e
adom no na de to chat no Dennis ye mo akwaba Dennis nyame enhyiraw afei na watwe etwa mu no yato yansa frɛ ya na meka no nimdifo ene okunini na enenso so nyame asade no asan abeche yembio nti yenua Evans Amoako abani Evans ye Amoako aba
ya eja
maame ne nkwara no hote sei
nyame adom obi ahu ye I hope so won so ho ye de
adom no kura yimu pa na opani Evans se ne na ano yete ne ho asem oye sikasem ho futufo financial advisor awane said the osofo kan one of the Fortune 500 banks and aye adwuma ewo New York enti imprempren so ono na saye oba Naxda youth and young adult normal secretary kire say oye adwuma ye e de boa enti fato chat nim Evans ye mo akwaba Evans nyame enhyiraw ene de won say memenu aba wentimi ama Professor Deso wentimi ama na abusua kuya na asoma wono mo se wono mo nkogina ya na mu eni dwuma bi eno nti enche kora ye besan na o mahia na odonko mo abusuafo nyina so ye besan ahia bio ebre die mesre na yesi entrase na osofo Appiah Kubi abompaye amaye
yo yeneja ene Nyankopon ye dawasi se wadom nti ene nso wasande aba odonko modwumadie so odofi wu nyame tiesro bekan ho na odonko mwe yini ni se na ebehye onimonyam erade wadawo ma ekona wie ya da style ni kan bia bema ye dawasi se wo shine we sude munti amen
amen me kai wadwene se ya na ye no mo na di nkomo yi e chan se munyina mo ka ho na abusua no etimi eso eno nti se wo asembisa bia wo petumi de ato chat no ebra nkomobo no ekoso no ebia ontimi entese se de ye kan bre bia nso a obetumi asende voice note ewo WhatsApp so number no ye 269 362 3727 269 362 3727 o sende note no ba ye betie na ye di eno so eho enkomo na bre na watwe twem no nya ye di ho nkomo na ye pese ye bono tofabritia bi na afi ya toa ye ne enkomo bono so na episode 19 family investment and retirement options asembisa na edikan no ne se ye ka savings se ye disika sie ni investment sika ebewo ama ye nso na ye dantemo ne se na aman anu ye no ye tiase ni nyina ye se wo disika sie na savings no de se mfumtu ade bi ba betumi akomu ntem akoyi sika no retirement no de ya na mraka emphasize investment no mraka kra wo ho a eno de obefa kwan foforo so nenso ewo ema eno so ya na kokobo bi ewo ho eno nti ye nhye no nso na afi ye ba se yaye etubrafo anase etukotenafo ewo mayi mu no investment types be na ye betumi akomu na opani Evans odi kan ya ne say one kasa one the biggest investment eno nti di kan hwe wo wapomu ode ne wasetena ne honhom mu abrabo yie ansa na afi niema wo de besisi ekwan mu na owie no ma ye niema miensa ye ka investment our can say foundation accumulation and preservation to say obeto fapem no wasidan no na afi de wusi ye no wabɔ ho ba nti wo ka say ye ka foundation no a wapomu ode ne baby ya obetena aduane a obedie health insurance o hwe busua na afi wasie bibi for emergency life insurance any sa na no ekeka ye tofa bontra say obese wonya ne full obetumi akọ episode 19 no so Facebook, YouTube or Twitter obenya ne nyina afi wawie eno no a watofa pem no afi na obe sidan no ankasa eninti types of investment now ka ye no because eno ye ka or can savings obetumi aka IRS and afi say what stocks and as a mutual fund obetumi venture into real estate and afi say o two full way say so when him so betena krom ha ache paade a to fie na ehon fa so bebre ebeboa eno wie no asese utimi esidan no so de a na afi as I say utimi bo ho ban nti ne wapede ato na afi na o hwe se ehon akade bia no obema na sisiye na ehon aka ene ho mfom so bia wasiesie no kama na ede abehye onyankopon ene monyam eno ne tofa bono eno no ne ye nwie nti ye se ofa we ebe ye ofa etoso mienu nti family investment and retirement options part 2 and ye toa so enei na ye be twa ye ho aba ye ba na afi ya toa ye nkomo bono so abusuafo yesan mamo akwaba na abisem bi se di kan no bekwama yenua Evans and as Evans menkansa na kai adwene na no ye wie no na nsembisa miensa na edapono so ofa edi kan ya nyame ya dom a oyi na sembisa edi kan na no wie pa sa nsembisa no nyina nso so obeboa ayi ano ama enti obani asembisa edi kan no se mini 401k awo bia me ye adwuma kwa be na metumi afa so asie sika ama medaache asembisa ntia no
Yo, opani elder medase na mesan afa akonya so na machia watiefo nyina afi so mesan achia meyere Maxi ene member Jude ene Michelle. Em say very good question and webisa na nipa bebre em say omadwuma mu no ya na ebi wo ha na mu ni 401k nti enye me nwanwa say obisa sa question we na say uni 401k wo adwuma na say wadwuma provide 401k ye wo niam bebre wo ho a wankasa no obetimi I take you know that initiative now what prepare for retirement now e bi ne sen e bitimi aye IRA and I say IRA it can say IRA just an individual retirement account I will be to me asset one kasana will be contribute into that account and on yet we company and the amount and only one kasano and a wow set that account no for wow personal retirement needs. Na IRA no ayo mu ahodo bebre na mienu a eye titru pa wo mu no eye traditional IRA and yesanso wo Roth IRA. I'm say eno no nche mu na bia ye be go into deeper a little bit because Asiamah who said a part of the questions and ye a bit me move through questions no enti enya no nko ano ye wo enema bi bebre wo bi wo na nye just IRA na wo hwe but it depending on time awadru any bi our time horizon is here womb at that time I be our person will save retirement no. It could be mutual funds wow call it be advisor be one na say you be a bit me aboa was akwan so na watimi asie bibisa enti eno no nyina ye enioma ye betimi aye na aboa ye na ne titru pa na ye IRA no meka ho asem no so woye obi nso a wankasa na woye wadwuma IRA nsa na meka say ye wo mu bebre no it will be simple IRA ni SEP IRA no nyina nso ye say obi ono wankasa ye na adwuma nti no enye say bia oni company ye adwuma na ye ma wo for 1k na wo koye IRA na by yourself no obi ono wankasa ye na adwuma nso betimi aye IRA ne bi but no ye simple or na SEP IRA no say na America no see ye kasi ye gum ye komu details be nyina nti these are some of the stuff em say ye betimi ahwe se bia ye yankasa ye pese ye save for your retirement in the future.
Yo yenia Evans ye da se pa ti wa bie na ni so amaye na wonim se mpani si wure finance san kofa ye nchinti ansa na ye bedo we musuko na so fa Appiah Kubi mema kwan no amabusuafo no akwa aba mahunu se omo line up wo ho ndi osofo isro ma wo no akwa aba maye na ye nto
yo yeah na me asi Auntie Mary upon o say odonkomo odonko antie da wasi nyame hira na say wasi amen of waso na akwaba o nyame hira ti for Gambra say amen da nyame asi afi Frank say amen and amen and amen Doris say amen Mama Mary so for akwaba nti meje time amen nyame hira mejo so afi the otosu biem also o mayete nka ene day and so Mama Mary I was say Mas akwaba na say was welcome to all. We welcome you all. Then is akwaba. Your mama akwaba o don come Frank na my akwaba nti omu nyina akwaba. Auntie Mary so penny ye somfo o akwaba. Na penny then is so Evans akwaba. And just say akwaba mano koma nyina amen welcome men of God as ignoma nyamema mema edamasi. Ye somfo penny Asiamah Mary say Amoako. This is why Father your son for you're welcome. Auntie Mary say also Akwaba now they money chrono. Also to be and see you are welcome in Jesus' name, amen. All right, Mama Granny day. Afe Olivia Nyako say amen. Olivia the Yamia Sidana actually say amen. The Yamia say educative family say another day is today. Oh hallelujah, oh amen, oh yes. Good afternoon, Abushaf. Nana Jawapa bi Amoako. Lende mame Amoako. Nyame Asia. Iti yamu ina kwaba na yesanso eda onyame asise ene. Odam Evan so be mayanya incheshe. Nana woka eyi no other resources. Na mbusa se eyi so ka ho bi. So musi bibi the bonds ne stocks ne wow. And I say all the individual be antime nya ono are de on this one.
No, of course. I mean, bonds and stocks. Didn't you Niama ubitimi I take a look at a big granny annuities. Enti send Americano a big now wuni peduana so. And yet what to me and I say it be our restaurants. I'm say last can want some kakrebi. And a big na Sani man so and Sunny bit me I recommend say okay, it be a BBC bit me about but Sunny Americano, was a nipa be brain and ni for 1k no look for option. Now option na me must say one kasa no betimi your individual retirement account. So depending on whatever portfolio be run at that time, no be busy on conversation. One advisor and I see your financial professional ebe have and a bit me akoya annuity, a bit me akoya say wo blended stocks kakra week na aboa no na timi aboa amwa timi reach you go or set it for yourself no but in fact your team say yankasa na yebitimi akoya individual retirement account see you need 401k where you mama. That's the idea person have our
I'm make a crack so air come on. I think say even say life insurance. Na say when you advise a kasane bia utimi sign up for permanent life insurance as well. You can also channel that and grow it and use it as a form of investment account. So because permanent when you term permanent and all. Say unya obia or yema wona or church wasi ya is a way obetimi a grow sika womu in a period of time. So by the time obe plan say call retirement now sika or permanent life insurance you should be able to enroll it in a vehicle unsheda obetimi BT taxes kakra obe use as a way of retirement money. And also normally a tax free, which is the permanent life insurance. And you for your life insurance, your only term you need permanent. The these are the questions I'll throw to or now only with FA Kasa, and I say only with agent Air Kasa. You want to ask them, say, hey, me need 401k memo. Na me pese ana me mo bi wadwuma mu na se see the way ewiase si kono kra me pese me nya options be brave so that be ya me retire me R&Ds na say me sika me nya no on a monthly basis no e betimi asome enti me ti say bibi say ekoso kwan be so na betimi aboa me. I think say we agent na say we financial advisor na betimi dey aboa na we educate you e wo home be brave me that's it.
Amen. Software ya da se Opani Evans ya da se Dennis ya da mo ase kire se wunni 401k na nkire se wapem akwanya bebre wo ho a obetumi asie sika ama retirement enti ye beto aso na obi se ono de owo bi either say 401k na say 403b na adwuma no awowo mu no wafura adwuma no ebeye se obeje sika no wo ba bia na wo dada na say obe rolling over e de akọ ba bia wakoye adwuma foforo akwankyere ne say many of us the mute.
sorry no it depended was situation no ninti American na say na ye say emfa say waje wadwuma and say companies ye hia obi o wapake onioma nyina akọ but you refi say osika no waje osika no ho 401k no ho enti ebi ana hu behia say ba bia wo kọ no wo betwe osika na say wo be roll osika no over to that place ebi wo ho nso a na ba bia wo kọ no ebi adwuma foforo a wo konya no ebi ana mu ni 401k meanwhile no na ba bia 401k na ewo previous job no be a winning baby or be a Fidelity and I say any other investment company be a more manage that 401k no it's doing well winning baby it's doing well baby I'll call you so we need 401k or I will probably say maybe let it stay set and the circumstance say be I wouldn't need baby a walk work with you move for fro adwuma ya mountain so no more 401k match it. I will of course I say roll sika no over to that and you not ni nyina akọboa no back baby faako and say wapake oniema nyina nti ese ye di niema ni nyina no ekọ It is a make say it depends. It depends on the situation at that time. Any senior when you seek first do seek anachi and I even pokran a beer as an a rollover in the first place in Pono. We have to make sure say a compliance. You have to make sure say rollover now we and a idea what unipana and yes rollover no Canada account to Bakunimono and as our previous a year air performance na change now open so year rollover the back baby for be underperforming a previous one, which is not a good decision to roll that cash over. And, you have to make sure that even you have to know the nitty-gritties and all that. You have to ask more questions. Okay, idea me yana was mean rules can over. What is the benefits? I mean, sir, a bay idea bit me a oh, okay, benefits in being some person who seek in our boano or baby faco. Fine. But who said a handsome contributive role for 1K in Tina? May the never boano, none grow because my some pace a grown a good has it. It's all investment. Anything can happen, but that is a tangible reason we bet me. And my advice ka cranny say. So, who quite you mum now, quite you for from an asset. Will be dear na ye juma or ubit me a run over na de alcohol. And I say, oh, person who can a baby a unim run over. So, na uni a be over jumum, nasa baby one, it looks good. Let it stay. You will, among Gassa be a free one in Tina, ye trouble as a baby. It doesn't happen that often. In Tina, it will still grow, but I do yes and ubi music and nabuano of
Panivas ya dasa pa mama Dennis kwa na wakasa na won say tebia sesa esu sesa obia tebia yesoronko nto won say asem ne nyina mu no ebia ze so ko hunu fotufo wo sikasem na watumi aboa wo ehunu ba bia ze so beyi se tena ho anase yeyi na etumi aboa Dennis.
Yo, Elder Bedase, Evans are cunning na the key point me person me emphasize here Evans Nyamisha say who really what free edumemu now we call next edumemu na say 401k. The key point I was here when say omu match 401k ni bi nko dia any kwan say we leave we sika behind. We just sika no all ma wow. Unless you say the Evans kind of baby we see Canada no perform extremely well. Unim baby all kono how a company air managing. Tina we use Fidelity as an example no. But any sapa dia was say we see kind of buano easy to manage. So say ebidaha nebidaha and shada mo papa. Enti idea was say you free at the no session room plan say 401k now we free or dwuma ko different job but modia na say adwuma na wo no omo 401k nko adia because remember omo be match o adwuma bi a 401k bia no dey match so but modia say ube rolling over ube hu advisor na aboa omo dey you training omo say the Evans kind you have to follow compliance thing say or be rolling over the keke now our juice car or be making sure say it makes sense and it has to make sense and sana on why you say one now that me fa akonya yo so na yem fa 2 year nyina ye homfo obeje say ye bu bebre when you memo a ye 401k we drum so no ye participate ye bu bebre nim say ye nim ana say ye fie ye expenses no do so ntino yempese ye be contribute to currency yempese ye sika na ye so ye bet so 10 or 5% and now 3%. Your companies they can match up to 10%. Your companies they can match you up to 100%. So they can match you up to 100%. And Ushia financial advisor if as be there dance here, Omega say free money. Yeah, it is free money. It's only for $100, but I'm saying for $100 in count. And you free money. It's here for Ahobrasiemu, who jumemu na say 401k wo no mo a nya wa den say unhia titiru ye mabunu no ye feel say oh you're young, we're not even thinking about retirement right now. Or share a juma say open sika ni na enti on dream 401k ho but o sha say ntama ana ebeboa so o sha say na o save a afidi by the time I won't retire no that was be brave wo so ska e dosmo a obetimi de bia bo nyame adwuma obetimi de bia abo afie obetimi de bi susu aye adoye enti mama yen hye no so na ye momodin say 401k wa adwuma mu yam participate e ba ye ni yani free so na ebeboa ye medam say
yeah that's Dennis they all kind of me Mr. Willie Aputu get the mechanic here the bar from na ke bit my 401k ni bi bra he has a say na ye the student visa ne buy near school for is a say adwuma kakra say hey 401k who call kromwa on be aba fa ni na unya American citizen now unya green card oh you forget obu chegukwa on be fa ni na enti yanya oh ya me na yanye Fibri and son a tree obi cancel a walk and ya oh there be udin na also and you'll be for be a dean and on the end is in case said my family will be apart from what deals na near market to me so obi catch say unya citizen and now when you permanent resident men you are and no cresa he said me share some question with them
yo also for Evans ne Dennis yesada masibi naturally say your first question last week I think educate nebusa ye year no ye kwa second question no say me so me the retirement money no manya bi na brofo ne say is it good to invest in stocks with your retirement money so yeah say me sika ma pesie da che no me sa de kwahye stocks mu obani Evans mpacho boy.
Very good question. And I may repeat myself. It all depends on your the way you are, your time horizon, your risk tolerance. In the beginning, the crown or retirement account, if it's in the 401k, it's already buying, pool of stocks. Into the Mikasa pool of stocks, we near Cambo Muria Kuffour was at 401k no. On top stocks and the session, I may $100 equal to Apple stocks individual, Yeah, multiple of portfolios. Any top, any manage amount, and I say mouse can also grow. You have a bit of everything, and it depends. One thing so I see you say, Uko you 401k. Now say we need 59.5 years. You are going to be hit with a 10% penalty. Plus, you have to pay the taxes on it. And I don't know. We say two things, Namaka. It could even be a state tax. You have to even pay state tax and even a federal, tax. Then, I mean, depending on the tax bracket, then you'll be hit with a 10% penalty. And there are all these, along the line. I say, who say, okay, well, I have $10,000. I wanted to, take the $10,000 and use it to, buy stocks. Are you, ready to pay the taxes and the penalties if you're not 59.5 years? So, maybe I will probably say, and as I always say, I am not speaking to individual, and I don't know you that much to give you a specific advice, but it's for educational purposes. It will not probably be okay. Say me could give me 401k and I'm the akoto stocks. If you not really don't know exactly what you're doing, I said that's not the addition on your financial advisor, but what not yes, you may be bria bit me up one and maneuver within certain those people are there and they can beat sometimes you can't really beat the system, but they can, maneuver and make sure, they're doing things right. But they be out to say me. We get layman only so matese bia we koso bia crypto matese bia stocks we yes be until me ko yimi for 1k and as me IRA and as me save no for retirement and to purchase that you may probably not be in the favorable side because one, it's you're taking a risk, and I don't know, right now Pokrana say senior system name it's a speculative risk and I will take it. You have to be cautious and seek advice more, and analyze what you want to do. Maybe an yet say what I say we use at the koto, but probably it may be say be a noun, maybe as I'm starting me save or hacker cran as I'm starting me share other options. Indeed, that is how I will put it. And I make the good news in the ground. I say most they say 401k, it's already buying stocks for you already. But just a woman who says specific stock win a toy, and I say win a toy. And that's how I will keep it. Dennis will be a crowd or the back home.
Bro Evans, what can you perfect because 401k now you trading or stocks that meaning say you quite a statement and as I say signing up signing up for 401k it asks you that question and here father open say you for we see can enko so o much chamber bring until no na oh yeah obetimi afre obi a onim de no be say me 401k na me kra no sika no me direct enko he these questions no about options no if you be one of trading in a real estate or one of in the sika enko baby say option no bebre na question in you question be say me busa nipa obusa question and say so obusa timer what save sika na wie a okoje wa home ana ope say we yi sika na eba no ana be say ukoyi na also ko reinvest in the stock and I say ugusu a we invest no ana ope say ukoyi bi e de kweyesa say the Evans kind no it might not make sense. So ugusu a will contribute to your retirement no ana ope say ukoyi sika no now say the stock market ko to stocks be because what is say CBB about friend crypto and I say what is say BB about your friend is saying ukoyi 401k sika e de akwako this ejuma na I don't think say you might be doing or making the right decision. So me yenye careful na yembusa ansa na yetusa anamono nemo say what to what say I contribute to na nyame aboa nyame sure na wo retire and e bia wo retirement money no ope say wo yi na usako reinvesting in the stock market to credit and no cry no it wouldn't make sense because usa the whole got to risk more. So my mom example ebia miswa na meto permanent life insurance ana medi nyame aboa me ama medi beye ebia 100 ana make cash it out 2 million no me $2 million right because sasikano Evans, correct me, it's a tax-free, right? Permanent life insurance, cash out is a tax-free. You don't pay taxes on it. Then you have $2 million last summer. Me say me say the kotu market anymore. Asa ako invest in stock market. What a risk. Obi no normal obe advice say yes sir. So you have when you get 2 million. If I were you, Krana, who pay advice to say me tell see ya me person me di way bomb me home brano. Other investment, short-term investment, ben na make me a sika bit me a generate BB. There are so many other options for one more. Ebia, open so coffee na retire, and as open so you can open a small business. Bia liquid money. Open your scap back. Now, because also the Korea stock market, I don't think say you are making the right decision. But like Ivan said, you always have to speak to an advisor. Or muna betime dey aye full analysis. No I share with situation, no wetimi the advice we ye adisua ye sua de ye nyina ye sua de se be ya decision bi all ma yam pre ye ho enkwankoye se de be ya ye ho ebe kire ye. I think the last year or two crypto buy Amoako bebree were quick to throw money in there. Amoako bebree were quick to throw money in there. People make isika. In terms, they made a lot of money. Almost as far, China, they were throwing all their savings in there, no, and then you know how are performing. So we all have to ask the right questions. We all have to know what we're doing and send your movie sika. Very important. Sika pe ya into ko ubra won ye adwuma nye sika to na wo se ko invest wo baby a unim emu addition bebre na so wo lose wo sika. I think say we dey agree our jaya cry dey ebefie ti no me nsu ade me da mas
yo the business ne opani Evans yes adam was be fast forward so be ya ye betumi
just one permanent life insurance, you know. It depends on the contract, you know, situation to get the 7702 tax free, you know. You will, if it's a modified endowment contractor, you will be hit with taxes. I mean, I know see another what is modified endowment contract. Well, a friend make and only I said why it is a life insurance and I say investment and more than how much IRS expected send out the life insurance and Mr. Kobana say a friend make policy and that policy, no, you will have to you will be hit with taxes. And also, you know, depending on the withdrawals method we use to surrender policy now, you will pay taxes on your gains, you know. Also, you know, maybe I put 10,000 into the policy. Now the policy is worth 20,000. Me say, okay, manya 20,000 and my jai policy no. Me ko Ghana, I'm from 20,000. What surrender policy no? You'll be hit with the 10,000, you know, dollars. Na abetoso no. You'll be hit with taxes on it. It depends on how the withdrawal, you know, the distribution, you know, method. You have to sit down with, you know, someone who can, you know, help you understand what you're actually doing. I'm just, you know, based the facts that we can't say tax free. Of course it is, but it depends on how you take the distribution. Just want to clarify that.
Yo, yeah, that was a pa. Me just say cost ye. Enti yeah, share near manson. Abusia for. Oma yen trotro ne man to na yen hye ne ma na hu se bia kasa bia mu no ehia so be hu financial advisor on na tena se one on one and na the best decision betumi efrem mu aba na ese betumi ye free be trust funds
na omo no me pache o sa financial advisor we yes I natural say me for the Americans na omo so omo jimsika nti ho no Germans iskasem bi omu ana become financial advisor na me was can become financial advisor me not na tie busa me na for ya
with the registered investment advisor, you know, charge a fee to advise you, and your registered representatives are they not registered investment advisor and as a visa so almost they probably will not charge you, but I want to make sure say almost they're pitching their product. I mean, at the end of the day, it will be to me. You know, I mean, you can get that, you know, advice, you know, almost making sure say, I mean, they're making sale because they want to make sure say, I mean, yeah, but your advisors or no, you charge you to for the advice given. Nti no no ni esanso wo na make an other people so no because no you want to and yes say be my wrong advice and I say but also make sure so make it sell on na you know that could be free, you know. Nti and no you know
Evans yada say name of so no obanga we say bank bia our advices say the Evans kind just a bank bia when you put that or no advisor or the mawa or beka say talk 80 example in here, so say who chaser, who chase advisor. The Obe advisor on baby or the Obe fan is different from who Citibank advisor because Omun turn the same product. So also options in the dorsum. They obia so be make sure say Obe advisor. At the they train and also remember they have license. Inti obi to me advisor wrongly because Chroma Odi Agra you be see so sikasem inti advisors they are trained and also they have licenses, you know. So on person be losing the licenses. Now on person obey dia kuniaba or court assembia they are. I mean, we hope say they will do the right thing. And see, so when this guy or the who advisor or juice ubetuani fear, which makes sense because Kromhano Escaforo open shut down common banks or encourage advice. They seek for private advisors. No fee no full analysis. So on any din no advice no proper because bank you will be limited or be more product bank no ye human and an omo approve kwa untimi enko beyond MO other options are the bank no omo approve ye. So yen take a sad note no who is Canada go out there and look for FAR obetimi a tool for will seek a some no juice fee. I don't think so fee no dollars correct me if I'm wrong. It's between 3 to 5%. So depending on sikakra momo eka wasem no. It is a sikano wanna say advice na it makes sense pa. I think say you have to do the right thing. And yes, also I go to your bank and speak to one of these advisors.
Ede nyamiasi bibia uhia advice na akwankyere no na aba no. The next question no, but the best skip, you best have a so dear. If I transference no. The question we hear me ye. Matana hasi my ye juma. Now, me best say me retire. Makwakotana Ghana. Enti Bruni Beka said the do's and don'ts. Ne hon name a partner near enya wo ho pa. Ini invite you to me aboy enkakra.
Enti ye table transfer no, right?
Ye table per se ye best have so.
Okay. Well, the good news in this, I always, say this, and it's not coming from me, but I generally, it's that planning is the point to really. I remember my economics high school, and I think say business management. I say planning is the point to which all effort of business are directed. Without planning, it looks like everything else, will be meaningless. I can't say I'm starting the first. I can retire and go to Ghana, live comfortably. I can also retire and live in the United States comfortably. It all depends on your planning, how you've arranged yourself. Niema ODSC a kwanso. Bit me a wow. Waiting me a retire. The average social security is around $1,400, and the max is just a little over $3,000. So think about it. Is this going to be enough? Do I have supplemental income if I want to stay in the United States? What are some of the other portfolios which me are looking into if I am living here? Okay. Is $1,400 going to be enough for me when I move to Ghana? Also, obi na dwene ne say obeko Ghana ina ebi kro obe yare obe free ambulance ebi a bit taking be 2 days and that's maybe 6 hours. That is another thing to talk about in another day. Enti ni nyina no ese wo assess those na me de ni ti atwa mu nyina na ese my planning enough. My planning enough. Na my shisha nioma will not so it doesn't really matter where I will retire. It doesn't matter. Like the people well, America. A lot of people are in Ghana enjoying. Until they say my retirement percent go to Ghana is not possible. That's not true. And at the same time, there are a lot of people who have retired. Omo has say, woman back on this story or say, hey, me pese me wo krom ha ya na ya kusie me na motimi the flowers abetumi nas because you kusie me wo makura se gigeti ana say eyi akwawu a ebi ana want me ewura fu afa and then so me makura to me afa it's just a joke. But these are all the stuff people think about. But niti etwemu nyina make an say you have to make sure that you put necessary measures in places. Send you be a bit me abo na say so what all those doesn't really matter where you retire. Ntina say wo hye asientem say be I won't start TBB say wo hye asientem so seek advice. And doesn't really matter. What me abo ho ye na eduru ho na say baby a person ko bia no. What me akofa bonibia na say problem bia ba.
Say me ko tuna Ghana na me nyine a say ma retire ho ho afutuo ne de amaye no na ma kwan ma Dennis aka ho asem kakra mo ma me nka we say ma dwene pa say me ko tuna Ghana bra ma retire no say de Apani Evans kai no e say ma sha ase free ne. Now, it starts with relationships. Minima busua ni ayonkofa bia. Wan hu be bakwa kwatena Ghana na be babre kwatena Ghana busua ni bia nsi unchen. Ko wini akwa abrochire wan fo bia anko. Wa moa obi a. Nti wanyini no a wo pe obi senko obeso te se de wonim ne tete se ye wo Ghana ye wo fa ase no mso ye no obi ansi unchen. Nti so obekosa abre ye relationships. Sebe kakra no bo nipa. Ta sra Ghana ne hunu ne ye kwaso say de wonim firi dadaada no nya sa na Ghana tibio niema bebre asesa afiri Ghana ho endi se wobekwa akotena Ghana de ahyase ne hwe meka no kropa we me mabusua mu niema bi dendendenti maka bia menka no happen ya menua no mo mema ye wo ye enson ema mienu ne kan ye ho emema nsia no nyina awu amana ka menko a eno nti asore mpanimfo ne ade nyina efre de omotin say ye honhom mu ade ndie ne me no okura nka me nsi Ghana bio. And for some time me be okuruman for 12 years na me nko Ghana. Me call Ghana no me hunu say niema bebre asesa firi say de na menim 12 years back no. Afia me koro no afia mama hunu say say afia de sometimes o ha o maka Ghana sika no ho. Asibia 2 million. Oh, we are say Ghana no would me the example 200 Ghana cedis. But said the Westia canon into what gonna your tediano into all Guinness over plan as Benyasica 2 million current Ghana cedis and win yada. In the other so true and Namos over a day. Obako Okosra na wuti once them say when I make what nano dachin dia. Me yes I near manu in afi men chrono na ma acclimatize to the situation. Into me kwa eniema mfa mani so first time I require ne there tese sika no ye kan na wayi ne bum because wo dwene tete sika no ho me enso se ketu abi abeyi ne no ye o maka sika tete ne de no bebre ye bebu papa nti ese wusua sa nkakra ansa na afi bre no aso a se sebe yesi amedi mfie aduonum a ena me retired 69 dia na se de Evans kan dia na masha ase wa Ghana se me wi a me kwotena Ghana para de oka bi mu ne se me pese metena ha nso a akwanya bia wo hose ha so metumi atena na kama se me ye me nhihye yi a de se de me pese me kwotena Ghana no a kakra me kan no na de Dennis ne osofo Appiah Kubi Kwarteng ye bre no
elder kakra bi da be so Evans academy na they will see kai na memeni age planning. So I'm planning 57 years. Me baby I'll be say we retire. Say the Evans kind no ano. Obeti ma retire with Prof, obeti ma retire with fee. But ning na no e yo bottom say the ma me kan. Akosi usika ye say a obe say o pray ho ekoware. Usika ye say a obe say o pray ho na o retire. Eti ye de obetena ha no mo na ye do akoto na si ho ma na so obe say o kotra fie na de bia ye sori ayaba abechiao. Sha se e plan say. Nemom o planning na no ade a wo say odwen woni because time a obe plan say obe kofie akọ je wa home no hwe wa ho oden so you know, show hoarding. So you'll be outside a coffee to say the elder kind na show hoarding na say so could train fear will have it to say ubenya emwa ewo ho ubenya ankwankro ubenya doctor bi obetimi show ye ubenya clinic ubenya specialist bi obetimi show ye. These are the things I will say oh yeah they put in and I say a can't plan no because time I ye dey got na fie na kwaje ye ya home na time I we a brand here and I we ababawa. So I also put this animal into consideration. Now who say me wo mama who wanted to say me got na Ghana ye was specialist bi wo mo betimi continue ahwe me. But me say o got na Ghana de ebia wo ye kroba enti o pese o ba ha no ebe hwe wo ho yare a enye de nemom ye free bibi emergency which ye sua ho ade but we ye aho you say emergency. So bibi too put free mu na say ye pay specialist amana hwe wo fie ebra wo gi wa home na bibi sa wo ho why ye san hye no wo ho enye ehoro na afi ye bepe private plane do aba fie minim usika dodo a ebetima ye sa nti no o plan no fa we nyina ekeka ho enne minim maame fo merofo nyina no enkoma no mu dia no ko se nche omu be call retirement me dia bo mu so be 5 years back say ehin for na person will retire o be so ten krom ha na say o be say o tena Ghana name plans be na wo dey air to honomo so yes you youth young adults ye maame mo ye aunties mo ye uncles mo ebi o ma dream ma so you know when this enkomo no e wo fie. Let's start having these conversations in our various homes so that ya o betimi ne yedi nkomo ne ahwe emo a ye betimi ne abom evans nyame shall be brave.
Amen. Ye da nyame asepa na ye nko we ye ndi ye ba ye questions no so question na net da last one of trust funds no ndi opani evans ye sa kwa trust funds no ye de awie trust funds no ye ka trust fund ene de o ba mu amaye no na afi wasan aba ye ka wo no mu a e won krata ho asem obi so wo ha no ni krata kwa be no befa so betumi asie sika di fasa ne ma we mienu wo wie trust fund na wasan a kire eno so aka ho amaye.
So ye ka trust fund na it's a design you know, to hold your assets for someone else, you know, on behalf of someone. So I'm trying to say maseti me wo me nioma bebre me pese me de nioma bebre na me ka ebi ni sika ebi ni adan ebi ni ebia me stocks ne ye kan ya but me pese me de sa nioma ni gu fund bim aye sa trust no na obi ehwe so ma me say okay se ekoba ne se me ni ho say ena me pese sa ade we eye sika we mpese ko ha say sa sika we mpese hwe asomasi school enti eye trust fund is literally it's designed to hold and manage assets of someone else, you know. Enti that's how I remember it off and I ye can't trust fund na onipa wo set trust na ye run a grantor. Sa grantor no o kire say misika we anase me niema we ya mpese goku sa trust we mu say na me pese eye say na me pese ye distribute no and ye wo obi nso ye friend trustee ono betimi abeye individual ono no ebi ono na oye third party ya ono no manage trust no make sure say niema grantor ne kan no o make sure say obeye na pepepe beye that distribution ne pepepe na beneficiary kon say that's no watimi re ne ye wo beneficiary ono nso no ono ne de ne ye say trust na wo ho na ya set no ono benya ho e bi e de be distribute ma no wenya ho emfaso de enti literally no got trust fund now. That's what it is. It's not anything but it's a legal fund, and that's a legal way of, you know, putting your fund in a bucket what bohum by fancy what bohum by na yeah. The good thing I work, sir, and your man trust fund. Why do I need to do that? And I said, it helps you to sometimes escape probate. Was it be a wound be a near my says ye chen your man, and you may see a chinny na bedega. Your who says mercy were dying or was celebrities be brave. Oh, I meet me, but it's not necessary. They almost you call probate, a corporate court, it's a court. Oh, what must you say. I feel you'll be but say what trust him as a why, yeah, it me is a free while. Oh, near man call probate. Oh, and I think the sounds of what ama distribution echo smooth because what so when you well who say, Sa near my winner, be a bit directing a say, you were revocable and you were irrevocable trust. Na revocable no say what ase na wo grantor no utimi manage etimi enema ho ene wo irrevocable nenso eno de onya set pa untimi mfa ho nsa nka bio se ne ya waye na free wo estate free wo nioma wo properties nti eno so timi bo akra ma taxes na ekofom ewo ho se wo set that irrevocable trust ma ho be a person offsetting the taxes on the estate to be a millionaire. I don't think that I will go into that deep on that. But the ambassador make sure say it me wow I'm out to me or taxes crown estimate on your estate. So what set it those trust fund now. What are some of the examples? We have assets, protection trust fund, we have generation skipping, we have land, it could be charitable. Lot of trust fund ubitimi and na ubisa was second question and so I was I think say ubitimi as I said ubi wa ha say ubi oni nkrata kwan ben so no befa ubitimi see ska na because of regulations any and sometimes na adding kakra say ebia obi betimi enya akwanya na wode ne ho akɔhye enema bi betimi to say investment bi because at the end of the day we need certain information to make sure say we processing you well else no what breachy and I say one ye ayini yese ne yese we no nti eya na eno na heading but ade ba kwa mahu ewo em say America kra medi ewo financial services mu say bibi to say life insurance say uni nkrata na say what na krom ha say for I think say 5 years a day kwa you can get those stuff with me enya bi and I mean you can say permanent policies can build cash I always say it's supplement your retirement. It's not a retirement fund, but it's supplement your retirement. Sometimes I am you say me policy retirement fund. No, it's not a retirement fund, but it can supplement your retirement because you can build cash in it. I bit me a wow. Say I'll bit me a pull intino so bit me ye bibisa on say any investment, but it's a form of another way I will build the cash. I'll bit me use our cash in the future. And also yeah, the bit me a boa was a quine so. I think said this is maybe I made the band because of time. Who said time?
Yeah, time. No, so now I am for your last question. No, Nafi, is there any age too late to invest in stocks?
I would say that no. Near a rule of thumb. My age. In fact, say 100%. Say my age minus 100, should actually be conservative. Like as I said, a core idea and so much and yes, so much rich. And in fact, I'm 70 years old. Advice and it's not the perfect, but basically I say 30%. Me 70 year, 30% can be in stocks. You say it's 70-year-old for the 30% can be in stocks and 70% will be in what reserved and as a conservative, bucket and expose you too much to risk, and as a guarantee, something that will give you guarantees. Into young people, no, me at 30, I can put a lot of, I can take risk because I have that time horizon. But when you older, now will reduce it or risk, there will be all 8, can he, still contribute and put cash in the stocks? Of course he is. Can do that, but just say, I understand I'm say a rule of so bet me so 20%, 80, 20% in our stocks, maybe 80% of our reserves, send a bay, say echo crash it and now me who and me be there is no limits. Say, oh, my D had 19 to me. Of course, you can still, put some cash in stocks.
Yeah, that was a pa. Yeah, Brenwan Kasa aso. Na medenya ase say yetimi eyi abadwafo nsem bisa no a ewo ho no so ano ama wo no ebre ya. Me mama abadwafo aka wo no nsem wetwato na nsem wetwato no ombeka fa ha. Ya ti bibi say ya were cryptocurrencies, Shiba Inu, ene nia keka ho no a he say abaso a kire say momma ye ho insight kakra na afọ mabọ ye ho kokonso kakra bra ye wie ye nsem nti mefafri Dennis so kane na afi Evans ba wa betwa so na osofo Appiah Kubi awie ni nyina ama ye
yo elder be that say era Evans so yami sha be bre ni get for nyina yami sha mo section ya mabo aye e fa crypto there say dey be kakra me submission me dey kakra fam ebe ye dey pa but say ye sha until who dey be because they say it's not performing well it didn't cry any who be but additionally a woman say when people were going crazy here and there I was like nah, I didn't need pound to mobile senior research now what they are getting themselves into and sana omo and making any type of decision it so when they say it's not something any bibia ne ba e was say utu me kana do ho ekushi so omo di eche yo amanfo omo invest in the crypto for a very long time asana ebe famous so omo no they understood and they followed the market so they know or they knew what they were doing and see when it went up omo your music area omo cash out I know few people that they made a lot of money. Now, why who say air cost now? I feel now who invested there. Why late? Why late? Because vehicle no shall say the car do 2 years, and I won't count. I feel you do your chrome, and I feel I was at Otago. You drive it. As you want a woman, no. I dear bar, you to your boss say, the Muslim, where bad bang. I did a month for elbow who did this. Na yen tias here and sana. Ye de Yahunina Aquacushim. Bidi we are at here for and yama yen take it from this session 401k Unibia Pomodia do or where Jumomoa try ne contribute to is free money. I think so said a trust fund if as can was no a legal entity. Monsieur Hunomono me said then who here ni be a washer that trust fund if I just all correct me. Most of the time, they have more properties plan. They were a near man and a yet trust fund. And see, most of the time, they have POA, which is power of attorney. Minion we are me to there. Say, BB, Checheme, Yari bomb and I mean to me make decision financially. Biana, me per se, me ye may will be wait not all ye sick as some to a Emma me Kakada Akano, me trusting if I couldn't so bit me a abuano. So, only properties be brave or only sika will be brave or our accounts only stock was stocks, sika be brave anymore. You shouldn't think about the trust fund because the young jama woman yamia shra woman person but what way so person yes say be to said be ya God forbid the Arabia ball and I say what I will hear be more only right mind I'll be to make financial making financial decision the any POA a power of attorney not at the whole said be ya nipa na what designating say on yes those decisions man obetimi afa e dia call bank any financial institution bia na omu read a legal document on be ma ho kwan amoye say adwuma no very beautiful session yamin share nyina amen.
Company Evans.
Yo, I'm say me recap no be ama say when we want to do anything, financially, we have to seek the proper advice because I'm say any adibia mekano can afford to MC nyina financial advices. Even though maybe you need all the necessary license to me, like I said, but it's all great, but at the end of the day, you can also do your own analysis. Be well informed. Adi ya me adi say in a tier me say ya do say ya bit me I say afi wunim ade akwa na anko say bia then kra na my ya kra ade kra mentia say but still no simple wontia say you can still have someone bia and I say look for someone bit me aboa mo wenya emuntia say because it's really really important. If you don't do that maybe bring it bit me how bit me am why you big mistake me afi and yes and get me boa future na utimi ma wo ho henha no afi de ahokyere mum na yeden assign ababeto so nti mesre say nyina no we should seek advice. Financial advice is very very the same way yare course but I'd actually say we should make sure that at least we do have someone or boy when she shame and in newma na messans wa can the attract was making sure that the foundation and last week me kind strong enough. Foundation is strong enough. Whatever you want to put on it will also stand.
Amen. And the mayor was so for Appiah Kubi Alpha and Omega and T on the bomb pie and on one the best bomb pie. Now the Messiah and I said that made that. May couldn't say. You didn't kind. Ura yere Amoako. Evans yet that was sick. So we jump a pay at any chair. Ura yere Kuffour. Dennis Neyere yet was so we jump a pay a chair. So for my man Appiah Kubi. And I was sick. Said ne we jab papa chair ye. Afi mosom for Asiamah. And so yada say we jab mosom for at the chair ye. Sa na be so for my me to four. And so yada was say we jab ye producer ma ye. Na chinchim fidie na dwumadie no nyina akoso kama. Ya badwafo ne yahwefo so ye ntimi nyamochi. Yada mo asepa se brebi a mo ba na mo ma abusua yi eso. Yesre nyame se onka ye ho. Na dum ebre bia yetumi enya hoɔden ayɛ na adwuma bre ye besi interest na osofo Appiah Kubi abɔ mpaye amai
yo mi da sansa no wɔ mpaye na me ka wo se osofo agye ani agye se oba so nyame hya wo pa afei kai se sika ho asɛm ɛno ɛna hɛsɛm nti ma mpaye bɔ enya adwuma ofi wai wo na oye ene kunu mo nwere ho na mo fa nko nyame no we kire mo kwampa me fa so advice we nyina wanya no enya nyame wa kire de bebo ama we bia no abo akama ye bompai erade ye da wase ye pon dwumadi tumba inshanko na fa gu yeso ma bring na ani da so tie su fra watie na kire kwan na de yate nyina wakwankire mu ye de aye adwuma hye mo nyam we su de mu nti amen
na
Amen.
abusuafo mene mapamfo yakramo na wotwe sene yebehia
amen.